What's going on, bromigos? Today I got a gameplay for you. It's Safeguard, and I think we're playing on a Havoc. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about something kind of serious today. The topic I'm going to be talking about is the sanctity of marriage and the infidelity of weak men. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why is he going to talk about this? Well, let me tell you. My dad messaged me and asked me if I knew anything about what was happening with my aunt. And I was like, no, what happened? He's like, well, grandma is shocked and my aunt is devastated. And I was like, okay, well, what happened? And he finally got to the point saying that my aunt's husband, my uncle-in-law, I guess if you want to call him that, uncle-in-law, uncle? Is this I guess uncle by marriage? I don't know. Anyways, my aunt's husband, for the past 10 years, they both have 2 kids together, 2 daughters, one 10 and one I think is 8, was recently caught cheating with a woman he has been secretly seeing for the past 2 years. Now, how did my aunt find out? The lady that my aunt's husband has been cheating on her with actually called my aunt and told my aunt that my uncle was going to break up with my aunt and leave her for the lady he has been cheating on my aunt with. Like, can you imagine the size of the balls on this bitch to call my aunt and say, hey, I'm going to take your man and I'm going to take your kids too? Can you imagine that? Now, here's where the story kind of takes a turn for the worst. Because of this lady calling up my aunt and telling her what's happening or what's what, my aunt is now thinking back to all of the housemaids, babysitters, and tutors that ever came over to the house to help out with anything, thinking they could be all like part of this cheating scheme that my uncle's been running since they got married almost 10 years ago. Now it seems like everything that my dad is telling me is getting worse and worse with everything he tells me, and the pattern only continues. Now, my grandpa on my dad's side had a couple of sons from a previous marriage, and one of those sons had a daughter. Now, that daughter was 16 years old, and she was the babysitter at my aunt's house, watching both the kids after school for a couple of times, up until my uncle got home early one day. Now, like I don't know how to say like this all politically correct and everything, but I'm just gonna quote my dad. He said that my uncle put the moves on a 16-year-old girl who was watching his kids. Now, put the moves on or attempted rape, that is the same fucking thing to me. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the girl's father. Former Army Ranger. Complete badass. He is a physical specimen. This guy's a beast. He's only like 5'8", but he's like pure muscle. He's like a walking Greek statue. This guy is fit. He is cut. He is buff, and he is a trained killer. If I was this girl's father, I would have beat the shit out of the fucking uncle, and I would not have stopped until somebody pulled me off a bloody pulp. I'm trying to coordinate with my dad and my dad's brother, my real uncle, as to what we're gonna do as a family to rectify the situation. Like, do I gotta drive 3 hours up to Roseville to help clear out the shit out of my aunt's house and throw all this guy's crap on the street? Like, I suggested that he can just go to a hotel like today, because I'm pretty sure he's extremely familiar with them doing all the cheating that he's doing. And then my dad said that my grandma wants my aunt and the 2 kids to move in temporarily with my grandma. I was like, that's a great idea. They just got to be away from the father right now. And I don't know. My aunt's husband, soon to be ex-husband because she's getting a divorce. My aunt's soon to be ex-husband is like laying the guilt trip on her. Like, I don't know how you can't just take the blame. Like, you got caught red-handed with your hand in the cookie jar. The lady, the side chick from my my aunt's future ex-husband sent my aunt pictures and texts proving that my aunt's future ex-husband and the side chick were together. Like, how can you deny any of that happening? Just man up and say, you know what? Yeah, I was in a secret relationship for the past 2 years, and I don't want to be with you anymore. And just, just man up, take it in the ass, and just leave. I don't see how you're going to try to deny the fact that you were cheating. And then on top of all this, you want to take custody of the kids? What the fuck? You lost your job because of cheating. You lost your job because you refused to go to work so that you can cheat. Now, going back to that incident with the 16-year-old, I hope to God that the father or the daughter, one of them will come to their senses and actually file a police report about that happening. Because once that happens, custody for the dad, not going to happen. Not going to, zero chance of a possible sex offender, like a 98% chance sex offender, getting custody of two girls. Not going to happen. No way. Well, this video is coming to an end, and I am tapped out with emotions. So I will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios.